In 1995, 14 precious animals were transported from the wild frontier of northwest Canada and down through the northern entrance of Yellowstone National Park. A group of dedicated people pushed through the crowds, and a sense of relief washed over an entire community of conservationists. The leaders of the Yellowstone Wolf Project opened the doors of the containers and outran 14 awe-inspiring gray wolves. Wolves who would be the first to set a paw on Yellowstone ground in almost 70 years. Now, only 26 years later, those wolves are in populations over 90, and the greater Yellowstone ecosystem is thriving in ways that it hasn't since the wolf's extinction in the early 1920s. The wolf is what is called a keystone species, a species that is so important to an ecosystem that, when they are removed completely, the entire ecosystem suffers greatly. When wolves initially went extinct in Yellowstone, a trophic cascade ensued, an effect that started at the top of the food chain and tumbled all the way down to the bottom. The wolves' main prey source, elk, exploded in populations past carrying capacity. They destroyed vegetation such as willow trees, which they fed on. Beaver populations and Yellowstone streams and rivers went nearly extinct because they heavily rely on willows in order to create their dams and raise their young. The lack of roots from vegetation such as this caused a heavy increase in erosion around the riverbanks. Once crystal clear waters now carried more sediment and supported less aquatic organisms than ever before. These organisms were not used to the increased turbidity of the water, and their populations decreased as well. But the most astounding effect of the absence of wolves on Yellowstone's rivers is how it changed the physical geography of them. The erosion caused them to meander more and become less set on their original path. Although the reintroduction of wolves changed all of this. Elk populations finally leveled out to healthy numbers. Saplings were able to grow into trees and support larger beaver populations. The deep roots of these trees held together the riverbanks, clearing up the waters and supporting more organisms, and finally becoming more set on their original path, all in just around 25 years. The reason that this event is so important to the field of conservation is because it is living proof that a broken ecosystem can in fact be restored to its former glory. Ecosystems around the world often lack one essential organism that holds it all together, just as deeply as Yellowstone's roots hold together the riverbanks. Yellowstone is one of conservation's greatest success stories, and as long as we continue to implement its ideas around the world, future generations can enjoy these amazing places for years to come.